Peace to everyone out there in the internet universe. I'm the one and only Shakori Shine, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. All right, so this is going to be another love journey reading for all of my lovers who like to tune in to me, right? So this is the interesting thing. I'm just gonna like hop into the reading right now. This is a reading for someone who is like, I'm ready for marriage, right? like you feel like I've learned all of my lessons that I need to learn. I've been through ups and downs, and now I know exactly what I want. And what I want is marriage. Your guiding system is like, it's time for you to be in a formal, structured, committed relationship, all right? I.e. marriage. Um, the present place I see you, again, like I said, right now you're in this space of like, I know what it is that I want. I've made my list, I've checked it twice. I know the direction of my life, and the direction of my life includes getting married, right? So that's such a, I think that's a beautiful place to be in, to know, to have clarity on the direction of your life, and you have your relationship goal set up, and it looks like your relationship goal is to be married. All right. So not only is your relationship goal to be married, but what I see, the first thing that really popped out is that although you are wanting to be married, you almost like have little to no desire for like engaging with other people. So I seen a meme where it was like, me looking for the love of my life, and it was a lady in her bonnet sitting on her couch eating popcorn. It's giving like that kind of vibe, right? But I'm not gonna lie, one of the first things that came out that like downloaded to me as I pulled these cards was that not only are you like, not here for like engaging with people, but I'm gonna say that this is largely due to like your sexual energy. Because I do see you like placing a lot of like rules on yourself right now. And one of those rules is like, you don't want to really have sex with someone that you're not in a committed relationship with, right? Um, that yeah, like that's a big thing. Like you do not want to have sex with someone who you are not in a committed relationship with. Okay, yep, that's big. Um, and I see you being there. Okay, now for this subconscious sabotage, something is going on in your subconscious. Part of your subconscious, you just need to surrender, right, to the divine. Yes, surrender to the divine, but also you're going to have to be the one to make key choices over your life. You may have let other people, family, friends, the people you were dating, make the key choices and decisions for your life. And you're going to have to get comfortable allowing yourself, like, being in the position of CEO of your life, okay? You're going to have to get comfortable with stepping into the leadership position for your own life. You might be someone who enjoys being in the submissive position within a relationship, which is fine and dandy, you know what I mean? But you're still going to have to be the one to be accountable for your life. Just because you like to be in that submissive position within your relationship does not make the other person or other people accountable and responsible for what's happening in your life. All right. Again, now that's just to get you caught up on what you don't want to do. You want to be someone who makes the choices and key decisions for your life. All right. Now, when I see, it's like, okay, I see this thing about marriage, right? And I see that you don't want to necessarily hook up or engage sexually with people, but be mindful. Be, you may like be becoming that person I said who's on that meme, like sitting on your couch in your bonnet eating popcorn when you really want to be connecting with other people, right? There may be a danger of you like staying too much to yourself. All right, how are you gonna get married if all you do is stay to yourself? I guess you're just gonna marry yourself, because that's what it's giving, you know what I mean? Like, you may be trying to like switch up the way that you have done things before. Maybe you don't want to have sex like without commitment because in the past you would like have sex on the first date. It's giving something like that, all right? Um, but you don't need to like switch up your dating style, relationship style. Like you don't have to switch up so much, okay? You don't have to like, because I see you almost putting a lot of rules and protocols on yourself, but it is so dogmatic is the word I'm going to use. It's so dogmatic that these rules that you're applying to yourself are not going to hold steadfast, okay? You're going to have to almost like find a balance within yourself and to make decisions that are in alignment with your own principles is what you're going to have to do. What are your values and what are your principles, and make decisions based off of those things, not based off of what other people would do or what other people would want you to do, because I see that you have a tendency to defer to other people a lot. You defer to their mind, their critical thinking, their decision making skills. You need to do that for yourself. Okay, you need to be the one to make key choices and decisions over your own life. That is really coming through in this reading a lot, because I see you know what you want. You feel like I have learned my lessons. I have done all I need to be getting good karma in relationships now is what I'm picking up on, right? And this desire for marriage. And you're like, I don't want to be out here sleeping with everybody, which is fine. But it's like you could be having like a thing where it's like, I'm not going to have sex until marriage. Which is not a bad thing at all. I'm not deterring anyone from it. But I'm saying if that's not like your religious or philosophical belief system, you can create your own philosophical and belief system where it's like, okay, I'm not going to have sex with someone until I have emotional security and safety versus like marriage or you know what I mean? It's just things like that. Okay? Because again, like I said, you're putting a lot of rules on yourself, on your dating experience, but I don't see that these rules are going to actually last you, because these are coming from a place of like it's coming from a place of like, I'm not going to use the word control. It's coming from a place almost maybe a fear, right? I just want to get it right. I just want to do something right. There is no right, you know what I mean, way of doing. There could be correct ways of doing things and all that type of stuff. But as far as like you trying to do it the right way, that's really not going to work for you. Do it your way, okay? Make your own philosophy, your own protocols, or adopt something that works for you, and make your choices and decisions based off of that. All right, because ultimately, all of your life is your responsibility, and however it turns out, whether it's good or bad, it's not going. It's all on you. So you can't be deferring to other people to make choices and decisions for your life, okay? Maybe I'm hearing maybe someone came from like a family dynamic where your parents made the decisions for you all the time. You were going to date this person, you're going to date, and now you're in the space in life where you can make those decisions yourself, all right? Yeah, but be mindful of not staying to yourself too much. If you really want to get out and mingle with people, you're going to have to put yourself out there. So stop staying to yourself. Stop staying in the house on Friday nights or turning down invitations to go out and all that type of stuff. That's not going to get you anywhere. It's definitely not going to get you what you want when I see a marriage card is on the table right here, right? But just focus on this is such an interesting read. Just focus on like not trying to do too many new things at once, trying to implement too many new it's like, okay, I'm not gonna do. It's like when you want to change your diet or you want to lose weight, If you try to do a million things at one time, try to implement a million new things. All right, I'm going to be vegan. I'm going to go work out 5 days a week. I'm going to fast for those days, intermittent fasting. It's like you're trying to do a lot of different new things at one time, and it's not going to work because you're trying to do too much. Honor where you are right now. If where you are right now on an emotional level is like, um, I'm not really feeling like a sexual person because that's what I'm seeing. I'm very much more selective in who I engage with sexually. I'm very much more selective in who I actually go on dates with and spend time with. That's fine. Just make sure that you're not keeping to yourself too long, and just make sure that you're like not trying to place all of these rules on yourself at one time. Choose a direction and go in that direction. All right, because again, ultimately, your life and the way it is your responsibility, and that's all that you should be focused on right now. Honestly, from what I see, you don't have to worry about. And this is, I don't think that this is a someone who is like with children or anything like that, because I see all you really have to do is focus on governing yourself right now. All you have to do is focus on making decisions for your life and getting and taking yourself in the direction that you want to go. All right. And you say you want to get into marriage or you want to get into a formal committed relationship. Stop. I know it's a serious thing, but stop being so hard on yourself. Stop putting all of these rules and things on yourself, and just make a couple few decisions for your life and follow through with those things and see how they turn out, and then do that again and then do that again. All right, no more deferring to other people to make choices for your life. That's friends, family included. All right, and just stay focused on what you know that you want. All right, stay focused on alignment is really what's going to get all of us anywhere we want to get to right now. I don't in particular believe in like you have to go date 100 people in order to meet one person. I think that if you focus on alignment first and foremost, you'll meet a couple people who are more in alignment with the direction you're going in life. Just stay focused on your direction. Stay focused on, cultivating your own energy and aligning yourself with your goals, your higher self. And then you'll be more in alignment with other people who are going in the same direction as you're going. But you have to start moving in the direction right now. All right. I think that's pretty much, I think that's pretty much all. Is that pretty much all that's coming through right now in this reading? Yeah, that's pretty much everything that's coming through in this reading right now. There's nothing else to say. I think the message has been given. Comment down below. Let me know if this message was for you. Where are you at right now in your journey? Are you someone who is currently interested, like my next relationship is going to be with the person I'm getting married to? Because that's what I'm picking up on. If that's you, comment down below. Let me know where you are in this particular journey right now. And if you like a more one-on-one reading, because it's way more intense, way more interesting with when it's, this is specifically for you. My links will be down in my bio. And yeah, just hit me up. All right, guys. Peace.